Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Soulution Live Show. I'm your host, Jody Almond, and I'm excited to be here with you today. As on this show, each and every time we come together, I teach you how to go from struggle to success in various areas of your life. And so today is no different. And I wonder if everybody knows what today is. Do you know what today is? Today is Groundhog Day. If you know what today is, comment below and tell me. It's Groundhog Day, right? Today's the day that many people are checking to see if the groundhog saw his shadow. And we know if he does, we only have 6 more weeks of the frigid cold weather, and winter will soon give way to the warm sunshine and breezes of spring. You see, this day derives from the Pennsylvania Dutch superstition that if a groundhog emerging from its burrow on this day would see its shadow due to clear weather, it will retreat into its den and winter will persist for 6 more weeks. But if it doesn't see its shadow, it's because of cloudiness, and spring will then arrive early. You see, I don't know if you believe in that or if you buy into that, but I know so many people, even the news covers the groundhog in Pennsylvania coming out of his burrow. You see, do you recall the movie, though? This is my part of Groundhog Day that I enjoy, and that's the movie from 1993 called Groundhog Day, right? With leading actor Bill Murray, who played a cynical TV weatherman who seems to find himself reliving the same day over and over and over again when he goes on location to this small town in Pennsylvania to film a report about their annual Groundhog Day. You see, what you find is his predicament drives him to distraction until he sees a way of turning the situation to his advantage. Now, this is why I bring that up, because I find so many people in life every day seem to be in a similar situation to that of the character Murray portrays in the movie. You see, when you're waking up every day to the same situation, the same scenario every day in your life, living the same day over and over and over for years and years, and even for some, their whole lifetime. But I want to encourage you today that just like in the movie, you can turn your current situation to your advantage. You see, we find this often in the lives of those who find great success in their life. We find people that woke up every day to the same routine, to the same beat of the drum, but they decided they would change the rhythm. They decided they would change the instrument. They decided they would change something, and now they're watching their life just explode with success. You see, Bill Murray decided that he would use to his advantage in the movie Groundhog Day what he had. What can he make out of this situation? Instead of being stuck, how can he move from struggle to success? And for so many of you right now, you're finding yourself in a position, in a circumstance, in a situation where you're struggling. But this morning, I want to share with you that and share with you a vital truth that I've discovered. And please don't take this wrong, but what if I told you that moving from struggle to success can be as easy as ABC? You would call me crazy, right? You're saying, Jody, if it was that easy, I would have already moved from struggle to success. It can't be that easy. Please just hear me out and see if this doesn't make complete sense. Let's start with A. A means acknowledge your struggle. You see, if you've ever had a situation or a circumstance or a struggle in your life that you got over, that you overcame, that you conquered, it was only through acknowledgement. Until you recognize you're struggling, you'll never overcome it. Until you recognize you're struggling and you take acknowledgement that I am having issues in this area of my life, you will never overcome and conquer that thing that you're struggling with. You see, there is something powerful in acknowledgement, because acknowledgement is the power that awakens you to the reality that you're having issues, that you're struggling. This can be something that you're struggling in your marriage, and you don't take accountability and you don't acknowledge what's going on. It could be that you're struggling in your health and you don't take accountability and you don't acknowledge what's going on. It could be that you're struggling in your wealth and you don't take accountability and acknowledge what's going on. You see, it doesn't matter what scenario you throw at me. The first step is always acknowledgement and accountability. What part of this scenario can I change? I have to realize, first of all, that I'm struggling, that I'm having an issue, that I'm having a problem in whatever it is. Maybe it's technology. Then what part of it do I need to acknowledge, and what accountability do I need to take? That's A. The second step is B. If you want to move from struggle to success in your life, you're going to have to, first of all, acknowledge and take accountability. But secondly, you have to believe that things can change. Now, we talked recently about mindset and the power to overcome things in our life through our mindsets and through our belief system. And this goes back to that, because once you realize you're struggling in an area of your life, so often people begin to feel hopeless and helpless and powerless. But what if I told you you actually have the power inside of you to change your situation and move from struggle to success? Now, I promise you, friend, I'm not crazy. At least not in this part of what I'm talking about. I live a crazy life. I live an enjoyable life. I like to have fun, but I'm not crazy. I'm not psychotic in this area. I know what I'm talking about. You see, in order for you to do this, you have to first move and change your way of thinking. You have to change your focus, realizing whatever you focus on will expand. Do you remember maybe ever taking a magnifying glass to a page where you can't read the small print? And as you put the magnifying, what happens when you set that magnifying glass and put the focus on those words? They expand. I remember a scenario back when I was in elementary school that we went outside for a science project, and we all took a piece of paper out of our notebook, and we went out to the yard on the sidewalk, and we set our papers down, and we were all giving magnifying glasses. And we were instructed to let the sun rays go through the magnifying glass, to focus the ray of the sun through the magnifying glass onto the paper. And what would happen is eventually that ray would focus and get pinpoint accuracy onto the piece of paper. And when that happened, my friend, what would begin to happen is the paper would catch fire and it would begin to burn. Why? It was out in the sun the whole time. The difference was we focused our energy of the sun onto the paper through the magnifying glass. And whatever you focus on expands. And it expanded that heat and caught it on fire. You want the thing you're struggling in to move from struggle to success, you're going to have to use focus. Let me give you another illustration. How many times have you watched an action movie on TV and you'll find somebody that's shooting a machine gun and it's pop, 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 and they're shooting and the person lives, doesn't get shot and get away, right? Well, the difference in that and a sniper's on a hillside. A sniper will sit for 3 days without going to the bathroom, without eating, without drinking. A sniper will fire one shot, and it's over. Why? Because the sniper has pinpoint focus. He has accuracy, and he knows what he's firing at, and he will not leave until it's done. You see, whatever you focus on expands. If you choose to believe that your situation can change, if you choose that you can do that, that's the next step in moving from struggle to success. First of all, you have to acknowledge and take accountability for your part of the struggle, acknowledging you're in a struggle, being accountable for your part of the struggle. But then you have to believe it doesn't have to stay like this. It can change. It can turn. It can move. I can get better. I can be stronger. I can grow wiser. You have to believe that. And when you believe that, things can begin to change. But I'm going to ask you the question, is believing enough? Because what I'm teaching you right now is that on Groundhog Day, in the movie Groundhog Day, Bill Murray continued to live the same day over and over and over again. And what happens is often in life, we live the same scenario, the same life, the same outcome every day. every day of our life. We live it in a repetitive motion. It's like somebody has hit the repeat button and we're on a repeat track in our life, and we feel like we're on a merry-go-round getting nowhere and we're ready to get off. Well, you can move from struggle to success as easy as A, B, C. Acknowledge and take accountability, and let's throw in admit that there's a problem and do what you can to change the problem by acknowledging it. Number 2, believe that you can change. Believe that the situation can change. Believe that things can change. Believe that people can change. And the reason I say that is because as a man thinketh in his heart, that's what he becomes. And then C, the one you've been waiting on. C is connect with someone who can pull you up to the next level. So accountability and acknowledgement, believe that things can change, and connect with somebody that can pull you up to the next level. You see, I recently had the opportunity, and will do that again today, to be on a small group Zoom call with Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank. And he shared with those of us on the call the last time we met, the greatest advice he could give us would be to always have a mentor and a coach in our life. Explaining to us that this was what has allowed him to have success as he has found out of life. Now, I agree wholeheartedly with this statement and have witnessed the power of connecting with someone who can pull me up to the next level in my life over the past couple of years. I've acknowledged that. Not only, my friend, not only have I seen that in my life, but I've also seen that in the lives of many people that I've coached in the last couple of years. Because what happens is, now that I'm on the other side as well, pulling people up as their coach, as being their connected person, bringing them from struggle to success. And there's no greater feeling in the world than knowing you're helping somebody do that, move from struggle to success. You see, we're not meant to be isolated like an island in the middle of a vast ocean. Instead, we are made for community and made to connect with other human beings. And it's been proven time and time again that if you find yourself struggling, you have the ability and the power to change the narrative of your story and move from struggle to success. And one of the key ways you're going to do that is connect. Connect to somebody. Connect to somebody who has that ability. Find yourself a mentor. Find yourself a coach. Find somebody who's on a plane higher than you in the area that you're struggling. So here's an example. If I'm struggling with how to use StreamYard, which is what I'm using to live stream today, then I need to find someone who can teach me how to utilize StreamYard to the best of my abilities. And you know what happens? I'm not struggling anymore. Why? Because I, number one, admitted and acknowledged and took accountability for my struggle. Number 2, I believed that it could change. I believed that I could change. I believed that I could learn the platform. Number 3, I connected with somebody somewhere that knew how to utilize StreamYard in a way that I didn't, that they could teach me the tips, the tricks, the teachings, the tools of how to make this happen. You see, it's no different in whatever area of your life you want to throw at me, my friend. You see, people become sober from alcohol and drugs for doing these 3 things. People find wealth in their life because they employ these 3 areas of ABC. People become greater in knowledge and wisdom because they move through these areas of ABC. They take accountability. They acknowledge that they have the power to change. They have the power to move from struggle to success, acknowledging their struggle. They believe that they can go to the library, go on Amazon, go to a bookstore and buy a book, watch a video of somebody training and teaching on a subject. They can go and listen to a podcast. They know that they have the ability. They believe the ability is there to change their life, and they connect with people. They connect with people. You see, you're connecting with me right now. You have the option right now to hang out and learn or to jump off and go. And the problem is, so many people are so rushed in life, they won't take the time to grow. They won't take the time to grow. But then they complain about being in the struggle and not moving from struggle to success. You have people that complain that they don't want to spend money to move from struggle to success. Well, it's free. This right here is free and it's gold. It's valuable to you to learn how you can move from struggle to success simply by implementing something you can recount just as easy as you can recount ABC. That what am I struggling in today? Do I need more money? Do I need better health? Do I need to reconcile with a family member or a friend? What am I struggling with today? Am I struggling with knowledge in an area of my life that I want to grow? What am I struggling with today? Because whatever I'm struggling with, I need to acknowledge it. I don't need to hide it. I don't need to just let it lay dormant. I need to acknowledge it. I need to make it accountable, and I need to become accountable to it. And I need to admit that I'm in a struggle. And then I need to begin to believe. I need to believe that this is not the way it's going to stay. You see, even though Bill Murray in the movie Groundhog Day woke up every day in the same scenario, what he did is he began to believe that things could change. Things could be different. How can I take and use this to my advantage? It is adversity that I find myself in, but I believe that adversity has the ability to not leave me in the struggle, but make me smarter and make me stronger and give me success even in adversity. And so you got to believe that. And then you connect. Who can you connect to today? Can you connect to a podcast that can teach you on the topic you're wanting to grow in, teach you how to do the exercise, teach you how to eat right, teach you how to believe right, teach you how to be right, teach you how to gain wealth? Can you jump on a YouTube channel and do that? Connect with those people. Can you connect with me right here on the Soulution Live Show every week? You see, you don't have to spend money always. Sometimes you can begin where you can begin, and you have to start where you can start, but you have to believe it first, because the reason so many people never move and stay in the midst of the quicksand that they're sinking in the midst of the repetitive day that they'll live in the rest of their life until they get to their deathbed. And when they get to their deathbed, they look at the pastor and they say, "Pastor, I'm not ready to die. I have so much to live. I have so much left to do. I have so much I should have, would have, and could have done, but I never did. Oh, Pastor, pray that I can get off this bed." And you know what I found so many times is people die with so many regrets, so many things left undone. And friend, I don't want that to be you. And that's the reason for this show right now, is to empower you, to equip you, to enable you so that you can live an extraordinary life. But I can't force you. I can lead you to the fountain of life, but I can't force you to drink. And here's the thing. I want, and I've made the decision in my life, that when I come to my deathbed, it's not going to be should have, could have, would have. It's going to be I did. I did. You know why I did? Because I realized that I will have struggles all through my life, but I will choose to let my struggle make me stronger. I will choose to let my struggle make me smarter. I will choose to let my struggle have its season, but then I will move to a life of success out of my struggle. You say, "Jody, how do you do that?" I've shared it with you today. I first of all have to admit, acknowledge, accept, right, that I am in adversity. That's A. Then B, I have to believe that I don't have to stay this way. I have to believe that my circumstance, my situation can change. And I have to begin by believing. Because if you don't come out in your mind first, you'll never come out. And then C, I have to connect with the people who have the knowledge, the skills, the expertise, the wisdom, the strength, whatever it is I'm looking for to get me from point A to point C, where I'm connected now. And they are communicating to me, and they are showing me change in my life because I was willing to take a step and say, I will not live in this repetitive day for the rest of my life. You see, this is what I know. I know whether the groundhog sees his shadow on this day or not. I know this. I know that my season is going to change because I will, without a doubt, implement these strategies. And you, my friend, have the choice that you can implement these strategies or you can stay stuck. It's totally up to you. But I beg you today, I implore you, think about what I've told you. Begin with saying what areas, take a pen and a paper and say, what areas of my life am I stuck in today? Do that. Do that and write it down. Admit it, acknowledge it, accept it, see where you're having adversity. Is it in trying to clean up your diet? Is it in trying to get more physically fit? Is it in trying to get that next job? Is it in trying to be an entrepreneur? Is it in technical skills? Is it in growing your social media? Where are you struggling? And then believe that it doesn't have to stay this way. If you believe it's going to stay this way, it'll stay this way. What you focus on expands. But if you believe it can change, it can change. And then confess that you need to connect to someone who has the power. And if it means it, spend some cash to get yourself out of the struggle. Everything is not free in this world. Very few things are free in this world. As a matter of fact, I don't know if anything is free in this world. And you'll be willing to invest in what can make your life better. That's why all the commercials on TV tell you how the pill, the product, the person can make your life better. And I'm here to tell you this principle today can help you progress and find positivity in your life right now if you'll begin to take the motions and begin to change. I'm glad you and I are connected through the live show here on the Soulution. I'm glad we're connected through our various forms, through my email list, as well as through everything I do. And I can empower you and give you information week to week to make your life move from struggle to success. As always, my friend, it's been an honor and a pleasure to be with you today. And I cannot wait to get back with you next time as we continue teaching you principles and just great understandings of how you can move as an individual or an entrepreneur from struggle to success in your life. But until next time, know as always, my friend, I want you to be blessed and I'm praying for your success. We'll talk soon. Take care.